I don't want to do the introduction. I don't feel like it. I was going to make a video for my experience at Portland Pride 2025, and it was a good time. But it's really hard to be LGBTQ plus right now. It feels almost impossible. I want to give up. I do, because it would be so much easier. But going back into the closet sounds kind of nice. Even though I would hate shaving off my hair and pretending to be something that made me miserable for so many years. Pride was a good time. And the way we celebrate it today, it's a place of joy and of happiness and of all these wonderful, amazing things. And it's sometimes easy to forget the really painful history. I'm feeling very connected to that painful history right now. I'm thinking of people like Marsha P. Johnson and Harvey Milk, and I mean, even kind of controversial people like RuPaul. I'm trying to imagine the pain that they went through. I imagine it's something like what I feel. It sucks to live in a world where there is a normal which isn't defined by any natural law or any logical framework. It's just what people believe through mechanics that are so complicated and so far beyond my reach and control and understanding that I feel powerless. It hurts. I'm going through a lot of things right now, and like I said, Pride is a celebration of joy, and something that I do want to highlight is, even though I was not at my best, even though I was feeling not joy, not like celebrating, not like being a part of a community, and yet they accepted me. It was so easy to be there because I didn't need to be scared that someone would verbally or physically abuse me for choosing to wear something that is loud and expressive, choosing to wear something that isn't necessarily within this idea of normal, whatever that is. It's so nice to be in a crowd of people and not be terrified that one of them hates you, or that a group of them hates you, or that all of them hate you. To not be scared that one of them would feel justified in enacting physical violence because you're different. I wish I could live like that every day. I wish I was normal. My therapist is probably screaming at me right now. There's no such thing as normal. You just need to reframe your thoughts. And to that I say, that's fucking bullshit. There is such a thing as normal. And people use it like a fucking weapon. I want to be normal. And I also don't want to sacrifice the pieces of my soul, the pieces of my personality that make me feel like a human. Because I spent years suppressing those pieces and hiding them and being so self-conscious and so self-aware of every single little thing that I could do that would give me away. Because I can't change who I am. If I could, I would have succeeded. And here I am, trans, scared, proud, angry, like pissed. I don't need to talk about why. I think there's enough news and enough articles and people that are way more educated and aware of the topic than me that can talk about everything that is going on in the world right now. But what I can talk about is how I'm feeling. Because if I know anything, I'm not alone. I'm pretty sure a lot of people feel this way. Pride was a great time. I got lots of cool things. I met some really cool people. There are some amazing groups and some very inspiring individuals doing work that I never even thought of and is so impactful. I signed up to be a donor for stem cells for I think it was something like research and also potentially to save kids who have I think it was leukemia. I have to look into it more. It's a pretty cool thing, but I'm not trying to make a very formal video right now. I met this lady who had these snakes and was letting people interact with them, and was talking about her rescue program, and I donated to their cause and got to hold one of their snakes. Maybe I'll post the pictures later, but there were really so many amazing people that show up to sell things. They're artisans. They really are. Every single person who had a booth at that, every single group that had a booth, it was absolutely worthwhile to stop by and see what they had, because most booths that were selling things were artisans. They were people making the things themselves, and it's so awesome to get to interact with your community like that, not just financially, but also personally, socially, spiritually. There's so much connection that happens at these festivals, and I wish our communities could be a lot more like that. I wish our neighbors were more interested. I wish we were more interested in our neighbors. That's a bit off topic. I don't know if this video really has a point, but I just feel like I have all these emotions and thoughts, and I'm just screaming them into the void, and it feels so useless. So I guess I'm putting them here to reach out and connect with people that feel the same way. I have no interest in being dishonest on my channel. I don't think that any entertainment value from being dishonest is worth it. I far prefer being as truthful as I can, and especially admitting when I make mistakes. And with that being said, I want to be honest. Like, yes, I am trans, but that isn't the first or most important thing about me. I'm also a scientist. I love data. I am curious about so many things, and I am creative even if I don't necessarily know what to do with that creativity all the time. I'm still developing, and maybe that's embarrassing to say at 28, but I don't know. I don't think you ever really stop. I'm a lot of things. I mean, I'm even a furry, and I realize about everybody who's clicked on this channel so far has already clicked off at this point. But I don't want to lie to you. I don't want to be secretive about who I am. I don't want to hide pieces because I think it's going to be more entertaining. I don't want to be dishonest because I think it'll be safe. I want to be honest because I realize honesty is powerful. And I don't have a lot of power in this world. But I do have the ability to be honest. And I do have the power to be kind. I don't know if that's enough. But it's what I've got. I hope I'm leaving you with something more than just a mirror of my depression. I hope I'm leaving you with hope. Because there's not nothing that we can do, even if it does feel like it's very little. I just hope enough of us can work together to make change that actually supports everyone. That stops hurting the people outside of the favored classes, the favored groups. I realize fairness is a pipe dream, and equity is maybe too. But there's no chance if we don't try. Right? I'd rather I'd rather have tried everything and accomplished nothing than to have tried nothing. I don't know. I guess I'll leave you with that.